Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
We go tonight. 180.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Gurley again here on 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 43-yard
line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Goff now looks to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now on 2nd and 13, Goff, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. Wide, get wide.
From the gun, here's Goff. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Back to mine. He's coming. We got double up. Value 1.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, the 40. He's at the 30. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is When they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. After the interception, here's Darnold. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the sack, third and goal now from the 12.
Let's go, D.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here,
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Oh, what a move. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 920. Two times. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. 57. Mike, 57. Merlin. Check 31.
Second and 5 now. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Protection that time, and they couldn't hook it. Now it's third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where we're in man coverage because he just did it on that one.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Just like that. Watch out. Listen.
Goff now looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Now it's Lockett. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Mike Farmer outside. You're not ready. You're not ready. Under 10. Under 10. Ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
65. 65. Check 59, Mike.
Back to throw, Darnold. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Third and long, it's Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the Super. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Sponge. No.
Back to throw, Goff. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Watch a slant.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, but it'll be second down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off, didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Mike 53. He don't know no better. Motion, 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 motion. No. Off.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Coming this way, here we go.
Throwing on third, Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here.
57 to Mike. Mike 57. What's that? 57. Mike 57. Let him know.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check. And 80. 55. 53.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This is taken in by Chad Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
32-yard line.
Time. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Get him, young lady. Get in the way,
To throw again on second down. Darnold, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
So it's still first and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
180. Value 3. 57's the mic. Watch 57. 14. 14. Watch it. Close. Turbo's up.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
DC.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Shoot. 11. DC. Joker.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Going up top. He's got him in, complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On first down, Darnold. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
43 is the mic, boy, 43. Check, 43.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. It's complete to Hopkins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Darnold from the gun. He's got Lockett. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Outside. 43 is the mic. Touchdown, defense. Ready? Check safety.
61, matchbox white.
Throwing again is Darnold. He finds his man Johnson. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Where's the time? 52. 52's the mic. You got nothing in there. You got nothing. Kill. Red 80. Switch gears. Red 80.
Darnold to throw again. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To throw is Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Check 52's the mic. What we got? Red 80. Check that. We got mic 52.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Strong right. Going out. Hey, we got 3 down.
Goff now looks to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the 2nd half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the 2nd half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Check. Lucky. Check. Cross. Check 4.
from the 29. Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Darnold now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
Hey, I got him. That's me. Mike's 43.
Hey, Haywood.
He's trash. Let's go.
Here's Darnold. To the catch made by Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door.
Here goes Hut. 43 is the mark. Let's go, let's go. Check. Red 80.
A first down throw, Darnold. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll find Everett there, complete. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Watch the screen. Pass. Check. Undercrush. Alert 3. 2 for 1. He's checking crap. Check 3. 25. Check 25.
To throw is gone. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's what. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. I'm here all day. Check. Oh, lady. Check 53's mic. Hey, what's that? What's the ball? What's that?
Darnold now to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 42 yards.
First down, Cardinals.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
What's up? 53 is the mic. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Lady.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check, boys. Lady.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Push him back. Switch.
Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Hey, high 7.
5-2's the mic. Mike 5-2. Yeah, that's what I do. Rush in.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. They come out here in the eye. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Check nickel. Check 50. Lady.
Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They pass up the three, fake it, it doesn't work. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tyus Bowser in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now it's gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the gun. Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Check three.
The Rams going for it on 4th. Goff. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Darnold. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Gone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Cardinals first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll run on first down. It's Little, and just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll keep it on the ground. Little. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Check 52's the mark. Here we go.
This complete to Lockett. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
'43's the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Hey, watch the slant.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, son. Squeeze, double.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the